believe this ish. Listen, guys. I'm telling you. Listen. It's too much. It's too much. So this whole Diddy thing. Okay. This is just a segue into what I'm going to say or whatever. Like, I ain't getting paid for none of this. Listen. Okay, so it's Laverne and Shay. I'm here in Illinois. Call me spiritual mentor L because somebody, a whole bunch of bodies, need some spiritual mentoring. They need some mentors. They need someone to say, don't go that way. People really should put me on their payroll because I will be the voice of reason. I know demons are strong and all that, but all of these people are in fear and squealing on each other like children in a sense because the government is like the authority, sort of. And they are being deviants, some of them. Some are just innocent victims that just wanted to be a part of the crowd, like most kids on the playground. They just want to be in the in crowd. They don't care, right? But the thing is, a lot of these people are exposing each other because they're trying to save their tails or tell their stories about their tails, whatever. So this was unnecessary because this real whole deal, which is why no one may actually get time, is because what's really going on. Let me try this a different way, or let me just say this: here in Chicago, there are different people that came from different states, different countries. This is the melting pot part of the United States, okay? People come from all over and come settle here. Back in the day, this was an Indian or indigenous or native land. Chicago is an Indian word or whatever. It's absolutely not from it. It's not from Ireland. It's not from Switzerland. It's not from the Netherlands. It is from right here as God created it, period. So Wisconsin is an Indian word. Potawatomi, Waukesha. These are all words that Chicago. This was an Indian or whatever they were nation, period. This whole map of this area was indigenous. Indigenous. People came from other places and changed and altered lines and borders and properties and just did what they wanted to do and illegally say they bought property. So here in Chicago back in the 50s, 60s, whatever, people came from different places and formed gangs. So say if a handful of natives from Ireland came here to Chicago, or Italy came here to Chicago, they would band together to protect that group. So if they moved to Bridgeport, just say, then it was maybe 65 of them, and naturally their kids will have kids with the other kids, and they'll grow up and go to school here and settle. No one invited them, as far as I know, that should have legally done that, but they were here. And you already have your Chicago natives, right? So just say one of the people becomes mayor, and their gang is now their friends in the system. So maybe it's the police department and their children and some of their friends and people that they like. And naturally, at some point, they had to stop the nepotism or the favoritism and start to literally really interview people and take out the sense of, oh, I know them. Just give this document to such and such. Though, put them through all that. Although it may still happen in some sectors and some parts of, but just say these are all of these people's people. So naturally, they would have an interest in certain communities because they don't protect that group. And this is probably what you're seeing, the segregation here. People that moved here, ganged up here. In fact, people that had not really become mayor or whatever position they held had already formed these groups. Now, again, it may have started innocently just to say, okay, we're going to protect each other in this new land, guys. But it turned sinister. So some of these gangs were not organized at the time except amongst their own group. Again, it could have been just 60 people that came, could have been 10 people, could have been 600 people that came here together and band together and said, we're going to protect our little community or whatever, however they moved here, whatever they did. And so whenever this person's father or them or their grandfather became like maybe a mayor or something, again, these people got these city jobs. These people got these positions in government, FBI, CIA, whatever. And they may have penetrated those markets, for their own interest, to protect people, to take bribes. Shh, no one knows that. They have their own operations to do whatever. Most people don't even know what they do. All you know is when you hear FBI, you think, oh my God, I'm being investigated. So these people, not the FBI, but just say the city cops or city officials, just say now they're in positions of like mayor or whatever. And they have their own gang, and for whatever reason, they were already prejudiced. And say they had a run in with Chicago street gangs, black gangs, like King John, wasn't it King George, King Johnson? There was a black group. They were just like them, just wanted to protect the community. Remember, gangs that really started coming out as like the Green Berets, and people that just wanted to protect their own. Like most people did, as I stated, when they came from Italy or wherever, they figured, hey, we got to protect our mom and our family because we're here alone. We got to stay together, right? Supremacy, not really, but they just felt like we needed to stick together. So there were other groups here in the black community that felt the same way, but they were labeled bad and gangsters and troublemakers. So once this person organized their group, they would have run-ins with this King guy that was like with the Hoovers or something. I don't know, but they killed him. There was an altercation. The police was called. This guy, the King David, I think that's his name. He came in to kind of regulate, like, hey, break it up. We're not doing this. That's what I heard. And they shot him. He was a peacemaker. He was present in the middle trying to be the mediator. But out of their prejudice, they felt, let's just take him out because these were gangs. They wanted to rule. So they started all these wars with all these different gangs here. They're still doing it. Now they're in uniform. Some of the African Americans, I'm assuming, are paid to gang up on certain people in their own community. You pay these people, they're going. You would think the bus drivers, the gas company people, the electrical company people, the people that work in these utility companies or these police officer jobs, they don't make a lot. You'd think they would, but I'm hearing whenever, I guess someone's at the top stealing. I don't know. I heard that's what's happening, or was, or still is, and they may not even be in any office at this point, but they're sitting at the top, still in the background, I guess as a lawyer or a judge, because, judges were lawyers first. They had to study the bar. They may be siphoning people's funds. I don't know why. But that's when the crooked people get in government. So long story short, people can be orchestrating these issues within a community. And they very well, politicians way up in Congress somewhere, way up on the podiums, almost nominees for certain positions, campaigning, can be in your community, literally taking bribes or just being stupid because they don't like you, and they may want to do a favor to get votes, and say people don't like you. They'll take these bribes and send all those people within your community from your state. It'll trickle down quietly with the FBI, CIA, and they'll come in and do whatever. And they'll hire the little peons with checks, and they be making plans on these checks. $1,000 per, $600 per, $6,000 per, $3.5 million per, $4 million. They got the money, y'all. And what are they doing? Taking bribes from people on the ground that says, we don't like that person, we need to assassinate. They know stuff. They can tell us. They telling our business. So it'll run up. Somehow somebody get the FBI, CIA, and everybody, but there's a witch, there's a terrorist, there's a threat to the homeland. We need security. This person, one person now. People are diabolical, but I trust me. I come from a long line of cuckoos. If you look at that tree and shake some nuts, oh, they fall easily, child. They're very visible. So I choose not to be on that side. I choose, trust me, I can look at something and figure out how to dismantle that mug in a hot second. I can figure out how to dismantle a person's life. Absolutely. I mean, we all have that ability. I just don't physically do it. And I don't sit and conjure up stuff. I know how to write and read. It's very simple. I know how to read and write. Yeah, simple. I know how to speak. And what I can't say, most times you have to write it. Period. It's simple. It's nothing magical. If someone's bothering you, you write letters. I need you to stop, or I'm gonna take consequences. Very simple. Now they don't know what those consequences are because they think you hood rat like most. Oh, you gonna bust window, you gonna bust some tires, rip some tags off of the cars and all that. That's illegal too. It's vandalism in a sense, but you ain't even gotta do all that. You ain't gotta do all that. You told them it's gonna be consequences. Now what does that mean? They're thinking violence because that's how most ghetto folks are. When they're mad, they go physical. No, some of us are very intelligent. We don't go physical. What? We learn to write. I don't mean books. Tell somebody. Tell God. Write it down in your prayers. Tell people that have brains. People that actually think for a living. When they wake up, they actually think and thank God. And then people think, well, we'll just block all your talking. We won't let you on social media. Baby, my prayers reach those that are righteous. I may not be righteous, but I'm in the right here. So I feel confident. Why is she so confident? Why she feel so good? What did I do wrong? We all make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I did do some things and it made that person mad. But I was not understanding that they actually were crazy. I didn't get it. But then it started falling out. I should have known. I know the family. I should have known. But you want to think the best of people. They put on their best. You want to give them an opportunity. F that opportunity. So long story short, this thing with P. Diddy is not what you think. People are airing it all out. They needed to. That's their deliverance. That's their tower moment, as Tarot would say. There's their opportunity to cleanse and to reset. So, okay, people had to fall. They may have to go to court. They're telling their secrets. They got their butts messed up, whatever. But now they're free. They don't have the burdens anymore. See what I'm saying? This is what God does. So people should not see this as I'm going to commit suicide. I'm going to kill myself. I mean, some people don't want their secrets out. Oh, you shouldn't do things you shouldn't do. Okay, that's how I feel. Don't do things that if someone found out, you'll be embarrassed. Now, no one should be snooping around in your life. But if they look, you shouldn't be like, oh my God, my life is ruined. That's how I live. I don't care. Baby, right now, I'm feeling, and not for the past couple of days, but there's a camera on me, and I think it still is because whenever I sit still long enough, I hear, boop, like, wake up. Somebody's crazy. That's okay. You can watch me dig in my nose, blow my nose, scratch my butt. Hey, if it thrills you and makes you some money, baby, I'm sure you're God. I'm not missing a beat here, child. So that's their mental problem, right? There you go. They'll figure it out. But my point is, everybody's telling on each other in the Diddy group and all that. And again, God wanted them to be free. He doesn't want anybody bound by secrets and lies and sneaking and hurting and suffering in silence. That is not of God. He has no secrets, right? Like I said, if someone looks, you wouldn't be ashamed, but you would be like, why are you so nosy? But you wouldn't be like, oh my God, I'm ruined, Yeah. So don't forget to like, share, guys. Check out my links when you get time. Get your tea, get your coffee. Just go through my links. Nothing fancy, but I would love if you support my channel, my stuff. And there's stuff for men, women, boys, and girls. Okay? Thank you so much. So I'm glad they brought Calgon back, guys. Oh my God. I've been saying, I say it all the time, Calgon, please take me away. I found out they're still out here for those that are from the 70s. I love it. So P. Diddy and them are telling all their business. They're going through all these different changes. And it's sad because the FBI doesn't have anything to do with sexual deviancy. That's a state issue, guys. That has nothing to do with FBI, CIA. That's not what's happening. It's the truth. I'm going to tell you what I believe. And these people already after me. You don't have to think so. Trust me. I sit in the rooms with some of these people. I literally sit in rooms with these people so they know of me. They watch my social media. If you see Beyonce, if you see TD Jakes, if you see all those people, they see you, especially if you're clicking like or making comments on their pages, good or bad. They see you too, and they have the money and the power to send people into your life to say, what did you say? You'll never know it's them. But if they think you're a threat or they don't like you, they have the money and the means to send their crazy cousin or friends or someone they hired to act. Some of these people do act. When they do videos and music or whatever, they rehearsed. They can train other people to come into your life and be actors and actresses. And good or bad. I'm sure it'd be bad. Feel free to comment. Interact, guys. Thank you. But yeah. They're not looking for the deviants of P. Diddy. They're not looking for the people that were caught up in this stuff. Remember, this is not a federal or government issue. These are sexual deviants. Okay, yes, maybe there were children involved and everybody's spilling on everybody. It's like kids that got caught chewing crayons and everybody got to tell on everybody, basically. And it's like, that's not even what's going on. So, what I feel is, once again, someone was playing in Illinois and wherever else. And wherever these parties were, somebody that could be a candidate for something could very well have their husband, relatives, or someone that was involved in these little hot booty parties. And what they were looking for is the evidence so that they could snatch it, so that whoever this person or these people are, no one would discover that these candidates or a candidate or a part of their family was involved in this thing. Why did they use FBI, CIA? Because they're friends. I won't say that, but it was ordered. So they weren't really trying to crack down on it. I told you, it's something bigger. Y'all got to pay attention. It's something bigger than P. Diddy. This is not a government thing that people are having crazy raunchy sex, even if kids were involved. That's a whole nother case. That's another situation. They were looking for the evidence that would incriminate someone that doesn't want to be discovered there. And it wasn't Trump, I heard. See, someone's family or them themselves were at some of these events. So see, they're playing around in my state, irritating people like me. And they weren't paying attention to the fact that this would blow up. So they had to do all of this just to discover where the evidence of their AZZ or their families or someone that they care about was at these parties or a part of something. So that's what they were looking for. I heard they found it. And who tells that? Judge Joe Brown. I'll load the video somewhere. I told y'all there's something else going on. It's not what you think. It is something else. And it's still going to come out. And someone's going to get snatched the hello off of a podium. Y'all not listening. It's going to be public, I believe, because I personally told you these people were targeting me. And I think it was just a bunch of people in Hollywood that were upset. I'm going to tell you guys again. Just because someone tap dances across the stage with some hoe heels on, or they gyrating, or they're sitting on the couch, or they're sitting up retired and they're young and ain't doing nothing but trying to do some businesses, but they ain't about nothing. Because they still got the hood in them. They still got the Jezebel in them. They still are not motivated. They still don't feel handsome or pretty. So they're picking at people in everyday life, almost like the purge. So whatever this is, these people had a hand in people being hurt in different places. They have the money and the means, guys. Okay. They have the cousins that'll take that bribe. But they say, don't talk about me because my cousin Pookie, I don't know how he gonna feel about what you said. They will send cousin Pookie and Panina and all of them in your way and pay people to harass you and almost cause you your death, you and your children, because they're hateful. And in some cases, if you're showcasing some stuff for whatever reason, again, if you see them, they see you. And sometimes their husbands or wives may see you, and that would upset them. You would be amazed at how many people saw you comment on someone's page, didn't say a little bit of nothing. If you see these celebrities, they see you. If you're commenting on their pages, don't think they don't see you. And sometimes you can rub them the wrong way and you don't think they're listening. No one, and the little hookers around them, men and women, they will come after you too, and they will organize. I'm telling you, there was a couple celebrities, African Americans, that talked about one of them little presidential candidates. Those people's kids came up missing, dead. Okay, they don't want you saying nothing. Don't question them, especially on national TV. They will ruin you. You will be in jail. Your kids will come up missing or dead. This is no joke. These people are psycho. And it's not necessarily the people that you're commenting on or making comments to. It's the people around them, their little group. And I'm talking about men and women. So point being, this operation with P. Diddy is not a government thing. It's not a thing. They were looking for, from what I'm hearing, evidence of someone being involved in that situation that just didn't want to be exposed. And they did all of that to find the video or the tape or the tablet. Could have been a tablet, darn it. The device that had their AZZ on there. They didn't want that on there because it's probably a candidate. And again, it wasn't Donald Trump. So I know they're watching my videos. Oh, well, you're going to get your ass snatched. No, I'm just like anybody. Except the people that's harassing me and my children. So, guys, there you have it. Tell me what you think in the comments. If you like, share, subscribe. I'll be back with more. Just keep watching. This is not about P. Diddy, baby. This is not about those kids. They're careless. This is about somebody or somebody's family that's indulging in their junk that don't want to be exposed. And they did all of that. I told y'all there's something else behind this. They did all of this just to hide their ass. But they're still going to come out. This is God ordained. This is God ordained. This is God ordained for them effing with people out here in these streets in the real world, because they're up there in Hollywood Fantasyville, while people down here are literally almost about to die at the hands of people, and they think nothing of it because they're diabolical, maniacal. They're crazy. You'll be amazed at who's crazy and don't like you because of your skin. They act like they do, but they don't, and they don't care about women. This ain't Trump. Okay, just saying. It could be in your state. It could be in the presidential. It could be your government. It could be anybody running for an office or a position. Okay, I ain't calling no names. Y'all already know. You know who it is that I'm talking to. You know I'm talking about you. But we gonna let it go because they already tried to kill me and my kids. I ain't scared of them. Because God is going to be my vengeance. Dead or alive. Your ass going to be on national TV getting snatched off. I'm just saying. Okay, guys, I don't want it. You know, I like everybody. But people came against me and a whole bunch of other people for no reason. Just because they felt they got the power. God said, I am the power that you're using. You're abusing it. Bam. A lot of people. It ain't that little Diddy group. Finna to go down. There's somebody that was literally up in people's butts, organizing and authorizing drama in different cities and states close to me. And they think they're slick because they're sitting way up there, but they got connections to Illinois and a couple other places. Yes, they do. Their families do. And I promise you, they don't want this to come out that they was up in that party doing some stuff. Now, again, it's not that they don't want to get caught legally, because again, this is a federal thing. And again, having sexual deviancy is your business. If you go crazy and raunchy, that's not illegal. It can be, but it's not. It's more or less these people don't want to be exposed for being a part of the effery. They just don't, because it won't look good on their resume. Well, God's gonna pull you out of there and show you. And again, I'm not rooting for that. But again, people have been hurting people out here on the ground. Different groups, like they hire people to do stuff. These people get snagged and tagged up in this stuff, and they lose their minds because they're already mentally challenged. They already need a straitjacket, and you all dangle this cheese of money in front of these people to hurt and harm other people, and you know they don't have no brakes, no brains, and they can really hurt these people, like myself and my kids. I don't know if my kids are dead or alive, so I'm rooting for you to get caught. Only for that reason. I have nothing against you except you're doing all these crimes against all these innocent mothers and children. That's why you don't want to get caught. You're a demon. You and your folks. But hiring all these crazy people and allowing the justice system to connect to somebody that you know that knows somebody that worked with the city mayor, that knows somebody sent the word up, and the word went way up, and y'all really wanted to take out some of these people, didn't you? And you put all these crazy people on the ground to make sure it happened, didn't you? You think you slick. But I kept picking you up in my energy, little beady-eyed one. We ain't talking about nobody I'm related to. I'm talking about these folks up in these Hollywood positions in government. Want to be a star. It's not going to happen. You've had your 15 minutes. You might as well sit down and stop lying and trying to imitate people before you. Because you're phony. I love you. But you were wrong for attacking people that don't know you and don't care about you like that. Just because they said something and little hoe that was whispering in your ear, Jezebel, she wanted you to do a favor so she can get them votes. Or you can get the votes. And you did the favors just to get the votes, didn't you? In the community. Because you really want to do it. You really want to press. You really want the attention of what this does. And it's not going to happen. Because you're evil and God has seen your deeds. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to get off here. It's been about 30 minutes. But that's what's going on. Someone that was a part of this, them and or their family, was a part of that party. And they do not want to be exposed because they know it's going to be a bad light on what they're trying to achieve. They know it's going to be bad for what they're trying to do. It will expose them for being the demons that they are. And again, it wouldn't be so bad if they literally weren't working with people that have mental problems that could really harm and hurt and kill people like me and my children. They tried it. Someone tried it. And I'm going to say it again. It could have been one person that hired someone that frequents different states. They came back here with a whole mission out of the blue to do something to me because somebody called somebody that knew somebody. And they said, well, who's dumb enough to take this? That person said, I'll do it for somebody. Cool. And did it. At least tried. And those people were rooting that this happens to whoever, me, my kids, and whoever else. And they had a list of people. And these people were like, hey, we want to be, well, hey, you see, it's like one person was leaving and another person wanted to put them in position. And these clowns literally worked hard to hurt people, to sacrifice them for these positions. And me and my children, because people had isolated me on purpose, or us, so that they can get these positions. Well, if you get that person, then I'll promise you this and that. Fools go. Ain't nobody got no position but God going forward. Okay? God has snatched all y'all rights as you may know it. And that's where everybody freaking out in Hollywood. Stop playing with people. Stop playing with people. You got the right one now. I ain't scared of none one of y'all. And all y'all got together against me and my kids. I can't speak for nobody else. I'm still here, and I believe my kids are too. Y'all separate us. I don't know what the frick going on, but that's okay. I can make more so far. Y'all tried to ruin that too, didn't you? So y'all think I'm crazy. Just watch. They did all of that to cover up the activity and the participation of a specific family that does not want to be a part of the effort. That's all that was. They're covering up for those folks. All of that. For that. That's all this was. It wasn't about P. Diddy. It wasn't about these people. It wasn't about the kids. It was about these people that did not want to be exposed. That's simply it, guys. They did not want to be seen on this video. Now, you guess who this family is. You would guess. I have a good idea. It keeps sitting on me that it's okay. I'm going to be quiet because they know who they are. And again, it's 28 minutes in. I'm not going to stay here long. I just wanted to point that out. This is not about Diddy. This ain't about them kids. This ain't about Hollywood. This is about people that want to be something that they're probably never going to be. And they were trying to be. And I knew that this was not a real family, sort of. It's like it's glued together. And that's okay. That's okay. But the lies to get something that they don't deserve, and the things that they're doing in the background to get the votes in the communities in Crook County, Illinois. Yeah, God ain't pleased with that at all. He ain't pleased with it, baby. He's not happy. He's not happy because these people were targeting people that God loves. These weren't people playing church. These were real people. And they separated them and tried to kill them to get a position, to get positions. It wasn't just one person. It was a bunch of women. And they grouped up with a bunch of men on the ground to do the dirty work. So these higher ups, way up there near the top. God is above the God owns the government. The government is on God's shoulders, not y'all's. And if you trust God the way you're supposed to in these positions, he'll bless you with the money you need and the true positions that you deserve. But y'all trying to do it the butt backwards way. Trying to go in the back door, side door, up and above God. And God said, you got to come through the front door. And until y'all do, ain't nothing going. So a lot of people going to be snatched back. I'm just saying. It's 29:44, guys. So you have a blessed evening. You ain't got to ponder over this. I promise you, if God don't switch something, or if these people don't change their little ways and sit down somewhere, and I meant sit down, God is going to expose them. There's no way out of none of this. This ain't about Diddy. This ain't about Beyonce. I don't think this ain't about. And I don't mean to call no names. I'm just saying this ain't even that. This ain't even that. They just became frightened that when they got Diddy, oh, we all need to tell our story so we can save our butts. Wasn't even about you. It's somebody up in there that don't want to be known that they were there. And again, it ain't Trump. We know who he is. It's these other folks that's being sneaky. Oh, they was all out there. They don't want you to know it. People know. Somebody probably gonna call their name, but I think they're trying to do their control of hiding their face and hiding their hands and giving people money and bribes. But see, that's what you get for focusing on me and other folks here or on the ground, New York or wherever. There's a bunch of people that had a list of people that they didn't like and thought they could sacrifice for these positions, for these, let me get out of this. Or let me get this. I could kill some. The Bible tells you to present your own funky body. That means stop doing your clownery and foolery and present your body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, which is a reasonable service. This is not for control. This is for protection from the devil, which is a lot of y'all experiencing right now, which is what y'all experiencing. The devil's paycheck. He pays you well. He pays for overtime. It's called karma. It's called sin wages. But this is the devil's overtime. When you get exposed, when your name comes out, when people start talking about what you did that was bad and horrible. See, that's the check of being evil and diabolical or just following along with people that just do anything and you don't pray and think, will this make me look good in the future? Will this make me be honorable? You know, if someone looked into my life, because people can look into your life. They've been all up my butt. Still got a camera up my butt. And I bend over every day and put my middle finger up. Just let them know I'm still, yeah, you could. Hello. Yes, I do. Every day. Middle finger. Because every time I get quiet and peaceful, somebody, boom, everywhere I go. So God bless your ministry. You guys have a really good evening. I hope you do well, sleep well. And don't y'all just keep on looking. Pay attention. Anybody, they were looking for evidence of one or a group of people that didn't want to be known for what they do. Hey, hey, yeah. Good night. They don't want to be known, y'all. Bye now. They don't want to be named amongst that group. See, we're supposed to be named amongst the believers. See, the saints. But these people wanted to be ain'ts. And that's what's going to bring their tail out the woodwork. And I'm telling you, somebody's going to tell it. Let me see. Can I pick up on who's going to tell it? Okay, so they found who the evidence that they wanted to out of all the computers and all that. Someone was looking to cover their tail, and they paid a lot to get it. Now listen, presidents or whatever only get $100,000 a year, if not $120,000 a year. So I don't know why people be breaking their neck. This was a position for people that literally wanted to see a free world, a free society, wanted to see freedom, wanted to embrace freedom. I don't know where all this other stuff coming from. I don't know, y'all. It's weird. They're like all my social medias where you guys don't really see anything. You don't comment. You don't check out my links because they're having their little peons get on my page and check and see what I'm saying. And of course, they're not going to like or share or shop. You know, that's okay because in due season, God is going to remove all the blockages. Yes, He is. Yeah, these positions were created for people that really wanted to see freedom and justice for all. Really. I don't know where people get this Hollywood idea. I want to be the first of this, first of that. That ain't even important. It's more or less knowing the hearts of people. And some people ain't got no heart. They don't have a vision. They're just regurgitating what, and that's what I think people are seeing. They're just regurgitating what they've heard down through the past. They don't really have a passion for people. They're just listening to what people want. They don't really have views. I don't think both of these folks really. They're just going off their little memory or what they believe someone else did or how they succeeded. Their models or just their remembrance of what things used to be and how great it was, and there's nothing wrong with that. But they're not having the heart for the position. It's more or less, well, I think I know more than you, and the other person, well, I think people like me better. Because what I stand for is more of what the people want. And it's like, it's no real attachment here. So I vote for Jesus. I'm just saying, because he cares about where I live. He cares about me and my children. Unlike some folks sitting up in high places going, yeah, we can sacrifice that one. That's rude. Yeah, we can kill her and the kids. No one cares. I mean, we look and we've separated everybody and we lied and told these people to tell the different peoples. And there's a whole bunch of people that's dead right now. Just so these fools can stand up here and lie. And I say, rebuke it, Father. I do. I say what I said, rebuke it, Father. And I'm not talking about no particular, I'm just saying how people be candidating for these positions and they don't even pay a lot. So if the president is getting $100,000, the police officer is getting 70 some thousand, some people getting 30,000, that is not a lot of money. So what are you chasing? Some people don't even get paid. They don't pay themselves because it ain't no money. Some of these people are already billionaires and trillionaires. They don't need it. So what you running for? You know what I'm saying? There ain't no passion. These people are just wanting the title. They just wanting to be seen. Some of them, and it's sad. I don't know about these two here, but I'm just saying, keep watching the podiums. State debates, national debates. Somebody's getting pulled off of a podium again, unless God changes something. Somebody's getting pulled off the podium. They get snatched off the podium, in a sense. Ain't nobody gonna want to hear nothing they're saying because I'm not gonna say they're lying, but they really don't care about people, especially Africa Americas. They don't. They don't. They just don't. I know it. They don't. And they get in, they're gonna be very, very cold and not gonna really be really looking out for anybody's interest except their own. They're just not nurturing. And I know this. It's just phony, guys. I'm sorry. It's just phony how some people are. And I love people. I do, but I just got a knack for knowing phony. They don't have a heart. People don't have a heart. The devil stole it. And they don't care to get it back because people are telling them, oh, good job. Oh, you're good. Just pushing them. And they're like, hey, I got to push. Hey, I got to push. It's like, can you get a heart? These positions requires a heart. I mean, it don't mean you're a pushover. It means like in the right time, you literally put your heart motion or chakra, they call it, into place so that you can see justice, not just an animation of right, wrong, like a machine. What about justice? Where is it? Justice for all. I mean, they're putting on the show now, but what would it look like later? Like, I don't care. I'm just sitting here because I want to be this or that. And it's like, can we do more? So I'm voting for Jesus. I'm just saying. And I'm not talking about no presidency or anything. I'm talking about anything in my life. Marriage, friends, my kids. I'm voting for Jesus, that my kids be all that they can be and that they're protected and that no one is harming or hurting them like they've been doing me. They're not driving my kids crazy. I hope my kids understand that this is it's just really a political deal where people were to be put into certain captivities or whatever, or positions or played with in order to go into someone's pockets as payment, as a favor. You know what I'm saying? People feel God is watching everybody. And he's heard those deals. He's heard those conversations. And it's not even these little peons on the street that y'all listening to on my little tarots that got caught up, because these are the people that they're using to take the fall for them in these high places. They're using these people in the community with mental problems. So I will say it again, a wealthy man's past is a rich man's wealth. They pay these poor people to do crimes and debauchery or whatever, and promise them orgies and promise them all this stuff and kids to sleep with and all that, and even induct these people into these secret societies of crazies just so they feel special and all that. And in the end, they're going to leave these people on their butts with probably crimes, records, because they're doing illegal things. Tell them, oh, don't worry, we'll get you off. Just kill that person. Yeah, because they were ordered to come into your community and do that. These are people that know people that know people. They pay these little people in these little organizations through contracts and deals or whatever to hire other people on the street or people that they know to organize your death, your demise, people being locked up, kids going to the psych ward. Most times it's because you own something that these people want. And they figure, well, we can't steal it if that person's here. So we either got to hide the person or kill them. And they can't have heirs, so we got to get their kids, Whitney. Well, the Lord rebuke you for any plans that you have against our children. May you serve your time in jail and hell for trying to kill me and mine and whoever else's. I can't speak for them. I don't know them. But I believe I got a good feeling they're going to all come out the woodwork when somebody gets snatched off somewhere. And I think they should be fearful, not because of me. I've pled with these people to sit down somewhere. I've talked about the Bible. God is like, you good. Pay attention. I told you. When they be doing all this spinning, winning stuff with people like P. Diddy or whoever, pay attention. There's something more, and that's what I've heard. Literally, it's not because of anything those sexual deviant people were doing. I don't judge them. That's their preference. If they like that stuff and people enjoyed it, y'all should get what? He had a big bed. Get married. Nobody care if all y'all get married and fly around the world doing what you do. Leave the kids alone. Leave them kids alone, freaks. But y'all do, they don't care about that. That's not a federal issue. There was someone in there, they goofy self, that's doing something, that want to do something even greater. They had all them folks to go in and get their stuff out so no one knows they were a part. Y'all not listening. They didn't want anybody to know that they was up in there freaking it out, baby. So they had to have some real serious pull to have the FBI, CIA, and everybody else go and investigate those tapes and videos to get their butt out of there. And again, Donald Trump don't care. Shoot. We know who he is. But again, I think somebody's family was involved in something and they don't want that to get out. Because they want to be prestigious. And they're not. They're not. They're not. They really, I'm not even trying to judge. They're not pristine, unfortunately. You know, a lot of people aren't. We all have things that are in our families, and you know, so again, you got all these people now that have mental problems fighting. They're probably going to kill somebody, hurt someone. I pray for protection over our children and our lives, people that were innocent that got caught up in this just so someone can have a possession or be creative. These people are still killing people for creativity. These people are still killing people like psych ward patients because they're talented. And what happens is if you're on their page clicking and all that, they'll look through your life and even have people investigate you illegally. And if there's something that they like that's kind of crazy, that they feel will work for them, may God confuse them and dismantle them, that they cannot focus on you any longer. Like they're going to have their own fiasco, which is why some of these people are having a problem and got tangled up and stuff. They need to get distracted by their own lives and stop staring at you. And again, these poor people in these streets that were in poverty or already crazy, they got tangled up because of money that was illegal or bad. Now they're going to have legal issues and probably kill somebody and hurt somebody in their own lives because whoever was paying these people money, these people lost their mind behind that and started making choices and deals, and you're really trying to organize stuff like once in their life they felt special, but it was a crime. And now they're going to pay the consequences of being crazy and accepting this money per God. Because some of those people were warned and was told to tell the other people stop. But they were listening to people that they were scared of. Talking about, do you know how many people that lady locked up? Like, who the frick is bigger than God? They were scared of these people instead of God. I was scared of God. So whatever the case, these people now will have legal issues. These people were becoming promiscuous. These people were playing with kids because they were told, no matter what you do, you'll be protected in the communities. So if you kill this person or that person or that person, I will pay you. And they literally crazy but took the money and was like really trying to do it, knowing they couldn't because God was on somebody's. God was on somebody's. So now again, they're going to have legal issues with accepting this money. They're going to have sexual health issues. Some of them are going to have pornography or even all kinds of problems. What's the other one? Child, child pedophile charges, man, in the community. People got AIDS playing around, like, oh, we got girls, we can give you a party, oh, we can, because people were saying these people getting money. And it was like, oh, we need to latch on. Oh, they big daddy, where they get that money from? Oh, and people were just latching on, being weird, trying to get pregnant, trying to buy cars, and trying to be husbands and wives because they were seeing money coming in from somewhere. And they really probably didn't know how and why, but they were making decisions and people were picking people and sleeping with everybody. I mean, it was just getting wild because of money. And these are people that probably already had mental problems, social problems. I don't know. I would say if I had the money, I would invest in my teeth, my mental health, and losing weight. And maybe going back to school for something. But these people blew it on clothes and crazy and drugs and hookers and male and female, okay? They wilded out. I'm telling you, they were paid by these people to do things, and they accepted and ended up ruining their lives. And they can't get mad at the people that they were trying to kill, which is what they were doing. Like, I'm mad at you. See all these little sidebar things that happen because of these higher ups paying these poor people with mental problems money to hurt someone or to hide them or to kill their kids or something for sacrifice. These people have so many problems that are worse now. So they're still going to probably take themselves out. I pray that don't happen because they're really victims, okay? But they really did do some bad things, almost like Diddy parties, y'all. Ooh, they wild out with that money. It's sad. So I don't mean to be here for a whole hour. Keep your eyes open. Pray and ask God to give you understanding or even information because we need to be informed. This is about to be some chaos here. I'm telling you, whatever's going on, people are going to probably be in the streets rioting. I don't know. Maybe it won't be a loud riot, but people will be protesting somehow. But it's going to be almost like, I don't know if it's energetic, spiritual, or real, natural. People are going to be rioting. They're going to really be protesting the way things are. There will be new laws. There will be new things being implemented. I don't know how that's going to work going forward because they really need to cleanse these places, the justice system and schools and things. Go ahead and like and share, guys. Make a comment if you like. Tell me what you think. Check out my links. But they're going to probably really have to flush these places out. Because some of this stuff has been going on for, I'm not going to say 70 years, maybe 50, maybe 100. And it's time out. It needs to, all these people that were gangs and that now are organized crime folks that work for the police department, fire department, like, oh, it's a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. And it needs to stop because these people have a certain mentality that doesn't protect everybody. It just doesn't. It doesn't care about certain communities, certain zip codes. They're not doing their job, but we pray that God bless our children, our ourselves and our future generations to see justice. As a group of people, like I reported my kids missing. Very simple. All he had to do was take the report and give it to a detective. That's not taking nothing from neither one of them. That's their job. If I say I want a wellness check or someone to go check, see if my kids are still alive or anything like that, that's what they need to do. It shouldn't be like, ma'am, next time you think they're dead, let them call themselves. Do you see how stupid you sound? And I don't even know why that came out your face because if it was your child that you couldn't reach, whether you made them mad or they made you mad and you all fell out, that's none of your business, sir. If you told somebody, hey, I don't know where my child is. I haven't seen my child. I'm not able to reach my child. Your child could be dead. So for someone to tell you, well, next time, let them call themselves if they're in trouble or they need to have a problem. That's none of your business. Your job is to take my report and go and make sure that person's okay. Stop being stupid. If that was your child, that is not what you want to hear, and you hope ain't nobody thinking that. That's dumb. People come up missing all day, every day here in Illinois. End up in Nevada stripping or dead because somebody was mad about something, shot your child, threw him in the water, and staged the accident because they mammy and different ones sleep with folks again that are official in the city that are demons. And now your child been gone for 3 years and you just let it go thinking, oh, well, she just mad. We'll get over it. We'll check back later. F you. If I tell you I believe my child is in danger, Your job is to take that report and immediately give it to a detective and let them do their due diligence. That's it. All this extra with your mouth is stupid, and stop it. I pray that you never experience the same. This is dumb. Nobody asked you to think ahead. Do what I asked you. It's simple. It don't take nothing from you or that detective to go and look and make sure that kid is available. If it was yours, what would you want someone to say to you? Ma'am, next time, let your child report if they dead. Ma'am, next time, let your child report if they're in danger. What? Most times when you're in danger, people take your phone. They hack your phone. You can't get messages out. You can't make phone calls. What are you talking about? That's what I was experiencing, stupid. So I figured they're doing it to me. What are they doing to these 20-some-year-olds? I pray to God that they're fine and prosperous and they're not going through what I'm going through. Because my youngest was really going through some stuff, and these people isolated us through lies. And I didn't know they were lying to these kids. I didn't know they were telling these kids stuff. But who hired them? What was the purpose of all that? And this was an elaborate scheme, guys. These people been following me from state to state. So this ain't no broke group of folks. These folks ain't broke. And I'm telling you, I didn't make no stops. And these people still ended up where I was. So how was that? Okay, maybe it's GPS on the car. That's what I heard. But still, everywhere I go is the same action. So what are they doing to my children? And if you attempted to kill me, why would you leave my kids alone? You're stupid. So pay attention. People will pay for what they've done in our communities. How they call themselves trying to isolate us and sacrifice us and our children. Because we're innocent and sweet and nice people. And they figure, oh, this is an easy target. May the Lord bless you with what you need to not be a psych ward patient. And may he rebuke you for coming against me and mine. And I ain't never scared of you. Because I know who I serve. I've seen the promised land. I ain't worried about this braggedy dump down here and what you thinking and doing. It doesn't matter what you do to this physical body. You will pay the devil because he ain't got no friends. So while y'all staring at me, God is staring at you. And so is the devil. He ain't got no friends. He worked for God. And that's why you have to pay back. The devil don't own nothing. He be giving y'all all this glamour, all this wealth, all this attention that you asked and begged and killed for. But at some point, it has to end because he doesn't own it. And that's why you got to pay him back because he got to give God back. He owes God. He's stealing. Same on the Mount of Olives, wherever Jesus was when he was fasting and praying. That fool went up there and said, look at all this, like these folks, Clive Davis. Look at all this. I can give you all this if you just do this and that. Oh, do this, do that. Oh, look at all that I own. If you just sign on this dotted line, I'll give you everything. They don't have everything to give you. They don't have everything. How are they giving it to you? See, they're begging and borrowing and lying and cheating and get you up under them. But then they can't even afford you. So now they're causing these fiascos talking about, well, you owe us $800 for what we did for you to get you out there. Well, but Satan, you said you can give me everything. Why I got to pay you back? See, now when God gives you something, that's yours. If you pray for it and you gave your body, your own body, as a living sacrifice, holding something on, most you have to do is tell everybody, God did it. I mean, how hard is that? God did it. I tell you, I needed a car and God bless me. I needed a wife, God bless me. I needed a husband, God bless me. I wanted beautiful children, God bless me. I wanted a home, God bless me. Now, y'all Satan might try to come along with it, Job. But God will bless you so many times more when it's all over. Just keep the faith. So go through the test. Trust God. Don't be out here selling yourself to these people. They don't own nothing. God does. Don't let them lie to you. Well, I'll give you this if you do this, and I'll give you that. They don't have it to give. They're borrowing from God or Satan. And they're one. God made Satan. He made us. That's why we need to go to him, the creator, not the creation. Y'all get it together. This is why all these people are getting busted. They were going to the creation. The creation ain't got nothing. They get it from God too. Thank you. You guys be blessed. Remember who your maker is. He is everything you need. All you need to do is trust him and talk to him, okay? Talk to you next time. Until next time, love each other and yourself.